that. The hell with that. I want everybody to have a little fun in that. So I said, I'm gonna go live for this stuff. Now, where's the damn comments at? Mute, flip, stickers, highlight video. I know it ain't the way it's supposed to be for orientation, but I'm just trying something new. How the hell did we watch damn? Where's the chat at, you dumb son of a bitch? Automatic chat translation, community moderation. All messages. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Let's switch that around here. Oh, look at that. I couldn't resist. I said, I gotta show you this. I got 2 logs going. Oh, yeah. 2 logs going. Burn it up the place. So, you see how you can think? Don't let it overload. Just right below overload as much you can sometimes. Sometimes you even go down a little more. It varies. Let me show you all the sky tonight. Look at the sky. Yeah, bingy, bing, ding, this. Can you see it? Well, it's kind of hard to see it. There's some stars in the sky. Anyway. What am I going to do with all that money? Anyway. I thought I'd do a little live for y'all tonight just for the hell of it. I know it's in the wrong mode. Again, these are experiments for a lot of reasons I'm not going to bore you to death about. It's not perfection. Perfection on this channel? Please. I'll never have that probably. If I do, great. But, yeah. I just like to have fun, enjoy life, experiment. That's it. Not looking for perfection. You want a perfect video and all that stuff? There's channels out there for that. Boy, you do. At least me, anyhow. I can't be alone in that, right? Get back on the flame, fool. Thought I'd show you. This is, well, you can't really see it. Is there a way to make a, no, there's no way to make a light on it. I'm sorry. Don't give you that option that I know of. I can't see it. Well, anyway. There you go. That's a gorilla smokestack there. A neighbor threw it out. You can't really see that. Oh, damn it. All right. Anyway, you get the idea. He done threw it out. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna try to see what I can make of it. There's like a little piece for rotisserie is what it's supposed to be with gas. I said, the hell with that. I'm gonna redneck it up. So I put some logs, as you can see in there. Ooh, burn his hand off. I put the logs in there, and I said, yeah, check it out. I got a redneck. I got a redneck fireplace above ground, Daddy. I'm teaching y'all a little trick of the trade. And I'm not saying to take a brand new one and do this. But, oh, Lord. Anyway, yeah. You could, instead of having to dig and all the other crap in the ground, just do this. Right there. You take them logs from Publix. I bought them from Publix. Throw them up in there. And you got yourself a special. Hey, what's up? It's Nina. Nina? Wait a minute. Okay. Well, what's up? It's Nina. How you doing? I see the chat finally. My dummy self figured out how to read. How you doing tonight? Where you at? What state or what country you in? You know? I thought I'd go live. I said, you know what, dude? People are lazy, cheap, stubborn, etc., to say the least. Like, I'm not going to go live. I want to make all the money I can. Well, I could say something about a YouTuber that was pretty big and died recently, but I'm gonna leave it at that. Yeah, what price do you want to pay? Is what I'm saying. How much do you want? You know, how much do you want? How much money you need? How much fame you need? How much gluttony? Whatever. That's all I'm saying. You know, because people just tend to push it too far. I'm a prime example, folks. I ain't got no clean driving record. A lot of things in life. Had a lot of jobs, whatever, but I enjoy it. That's it. I enjoy my life. I live it to the fullest. I don't worry about what people do and don't like. Like I knew day one for this YouTube channel, the original one I had, if y'all know me from back then, you know. That's it. Let's get back on the flame. Oh yeah. So here I taught you a trick. You buy this wood, $8.99 a bundle. They had a bigger one before, by the way. At your local Publix or wherever you live, I guess you can get something similar to this. I don't know about everywhere. I only know Florida, duh. And I'm born from PA, so I don't even know my own state. But I've been here most of my life. I should know it. But, and that's it. You sit there. Say, let me see if I can say hi back to you. Nope, can't do that. All right. Well, anyways, it's Nina. I'm glad you and everybody stopped by. I said, I just want to share a little bit of my life. People are like, oh, I can't tell you about this. I can't do that. I can't. Listen, I mean, at some point, y'all going to know who my wife is. You're going to know where I live and everything else. So, like, why are you hiding it? I'm just trying to hide it till I can't. I blocked a lot of stuff on my channel already, you know. But at some point, it ain't gonna matter. People are gonna figure it out, and they'll find a way around it to tell everybody. And then at that point, I'm like, okay, great. My name obviously ain't Mr. Adventure, although legally in America you could change it to that, you know. But I'm not doing that. Okay. Yeah. So, um, yeah. Hang on a minute. I'm gonna keep my name the way it is, and that's it. I know one dude. I don't know if it's true enough. From what I heard, I guess legally you can change your name to FU and anything, but that's what I heard. And I'm like, Mr. FU, let me see your license and registration. Dude, I couldn't do that if I was a cop. I was like, I can't do that. That's just weird. But we had a dude in high school. His name, well, nickname anyhow, his real name was Keith, but his nickname was Satan. Satan. I was like, hey, Satan. I just like saying it for the fun of it. I don't know. Anyways, I thought I'd bring y'all something different. I may not be the only one that invented this or created this idea of this right here. Of putting logs in there's supposed to be a grill, around this border here, like that, but I didn't do it. I said, you know what? I don't want no grilling. This thing's gone halfway anyway. So put the firewood in it and have some fun on the cold nights. Why not? Till this thing starts to get too many holes up inside of it like that, Up inside. Oh, wait a minute. Up inside there. Oh, I can't turn it sideways. All right, whatever. Anyway, you get the point. Um, what's up, William Petrosky? I got these reader glasses and I still can't read another. Damn, dummy. But yeah, so basically, you buy the firewood from wherever and you put it in your grill and you cook it up and you got a nice fire. It's easier this way. You can take all this and hose it down or water it down with buckets, whatever, and be done. That's it. Let it cool off for a while, come back, check it through your window, whatever. Here, check it through the window. That's the window of my house. So I'm not making this stuff up. What's up, Wendy? Yeah, that's right. It is fire. you know. Um, so I'm giving you a pro tip tonight. I said, heck with it, man. Nobody want to watch no pre-record stuff all the time. You know, man, that smoke got it right in my face. Inhalation, he dead. Oh, extremely cold. It's like in the 30s here in Florida till like Wednesday. And today's Monday, so we got 2 more days of this joy. um, but yeah, you got to be inventive sometimes for yourself. I said, the dude threw it out. I know these things are at least $500 to $1,000. I said, you know what? Oh, thank you for subbing, Wendy. I appreciate that. I appreciate that too as well. How did I start it? Well, you can use that. What do you call it? The lighter starter lighter stuff. But I said, heck with that. Put a little gasoline on it, hillbilly it up. That's it. He was like, "Oh, you crazy?" I had a young black guy one time. I don't know, about 5 years ago, before I decided to give up on construction. Give you a little insight in my past of jobs I had. Well, I had videos on it anyway, not many, but he's like, "You don't give an F." I was like, "Dude, there's very little in life that you can change, to say the least." And then he realized, "Oh, you're right." I was like, "Yeah, man, that's it." No, tyranny's having too much fun. Throw some pliers. Oh yeah, definitely in a different country. I don't know if you're talking to me or him. I don't know where any of y'all from. Maybe type that. Probably got you come from the land down under. Yeah, I know. I feel like, damn, you two promoted this guy. What the hell's going on? What is this? uh, yeah, America. Tell him, Wendy. He don't know where he's at. That's all right. I love everybody. Most of my ex-girlfriends were from a foreign country, whether they spoke language or not, and you know, I'll let you a little insight since y'all know I'm married now. My wife is not white. I'll leave it at that. She's not black either, so don't get retarded. All thinking this weird stuff. But she is a different color. I'll leave it at that. Anyways. But yeah, so give you a pointer tip. This is basic stuff here. You put a little bit of logs down, but you cut them yourself, buy them wherever, put it in a grill, put a little gas on it, light it up, end of story. I tell you one thing though, you do not want to put in like wildlife stuff. I could say like pepper trees, Brazilian pepper trees, for example. And those are from Brazil and they're from in America and stuff like that. Those things will pop all over the place. You know. Uh oh, your water tank burst. That's not good. I remember a story about that. Dude said, "Oh, I didn't do that." When he came out to check it out, I was like, "Well, this paperwork says otherwise." He's like, "Oh, okay, yeah, you're right. We did do it." I was like, "Yeah, you're the same damn idiot came out and did it. Get away and fix my damn water pipe, fool." That'd be cheap. Oh no, it's flooded. Yeah, it sounds like Miami. Every time it rains, it floods. 3 feet deep of water. You know, that's all you got is that blackness. It's like, where's my house? It's underwater. And I'm talking about people that got money live in Miami. You get flooded. Where's the water going to go? It's Florida. You know? It is what it is. So, bingy, bink, bink. But, yeah. So, anyways, I videotaped this little bit, a quick short for the fun of it, to inspire me, to inspire you, inspire whatever. I've had people subscribe to my channel for some of the strangest things. The reason one, I know the dude subscribed because he can kind of tell, obviously. Now, when you get too many subscribes and get too high in the number, you're not going to know unless people tell you. And even then, you don't know. But for now, I know the dude subbed because I videotaped Fat Boys down in Southeast Florida. I will tell you the area generalized. And he went and, sub because he liked that I videotape. I said, what kind of bathroom is this with no like barrier, when you pee in? It's just open. Yeah, to the right where the stall is, but to the left, somebody coming in, you're swinging. Yeah, just a swinging. And the same thing with the little smaller one for the kids. Like, this should be illegal. So much stuff. I'm not trying to try to promote Tattletale, but I'm like, dude, come on. You know, this is not right. And trying to be cheap and like saying, no big deal. All right. Just like they use cats and dogs in Korean barbecue. What? I mean, you're the only one watching. I don't know where you're from and how bad your internet is, but I got more than one person watching right now. But anyway, I still love you, Wendy. It's all right if you don't like me. Story of my life. you know. But anyway, the topic of this quick live stream is okay. Have fun with that, Wendy. I'll see you soon. I don't know. Anyway, is just film anything, where it's live, pre-recorded, a short, whatever. Okay. I think I need. Oh, damn! Smoke in my face. Smoke on the water. Hang on, man. I gotta throw another log on this fire. Oh yeah. I gotta throw another log on the fire. Oh, there we go. All right. That's better. Preach it, Burger Sleuth. I love it. What's up, Jabbar? Oh, God. Smoke in my face. Woo. See, I'm not like most channels. I'm going to tell you what. Unless it's something really bad or illegal, I'm not going to worry about it. People talk about, oh, hang on a minute. That's going to flame up a little bit and smoke me out. Got to stand back a little. Anyway, we can't talk about Donald Trump. Yeah, whatever. We can't talk about Satan. Yeah, whatever. Okay. If you're going to worry about that, whatever. I'm not saying I do or don't, but I don't want it to be a main topic. I don't mind if you bring it up a little bit. You know? Man, that smoke is heavy. Hold on a minute. Smokey, where you at? Another Friday? I don't know. Hey, what's up from Texas? Oh, man, that stuff. Ooh, hang on a minute. I'm going to die here. Oh, you got, yeah, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. Just for the hell of it. No, I'm not camping. Yeah, I'm camping in my front yard. No, I just wanted to go live. I said, I'm videotaping me buffoonery, having fun, whatever. I have learned everything I can learn about YouTube before. You say, you're not going to be famous. Well, maybe. Well, I won't. But I know what I want to do. And that's all that matters to me more than anything. So I do this for fun. If I eventually make money, great. If not, whatever. But I'm not going to be cheap. Everybody's like, buy my shirt, buy my stickers, buy my this. Yes, at the end of the day, you got to pay the bills. Just come forward, be honest. And tell people, hey, man, I got to spend a lot of money on this, that, and the other to go out there and film for you. I don't throw it all out, but every now and then I'll tell you how much it costs for gas, how much it costs for lodging, how much it costs for equipment, things like that. So not to boast, not to beg, but to be real, you know? Oh, yeah, that's right. Nothing like the smell of a good smoke. To show people, this is like any job. You say, well, it's easy. No, it's not. And I'm not going to go down that list. Someday I'll tell that story again. But the short version is it costs a lot of time and energy to go out there and film. And you got a lot to do. And you don't have nobody saying, get out the way, fool. I'm trying to film. You say that on your own, you might get knifed. You know, so you ain't got no bodyguard and stuff. But I don't want to live like that. I know I have to worry about that, but I'm like, you know what? People are gonna be acting a fool no matter what. Put your trust in God. You die and you be happy. You say, well, you might get just popular in your channel, blowing up, and somebody kills you or kills your wife. Whatever. That's the price of life. You know, it's the way it goes. So I'll leave it at that. This is just a live video, just to talk, ramble about any topics, enjoy life, show you how to get a redneck grill going on quick. There it is. All you gotta do is put a couple logs in any size thing. You got to cut up, big deal. Don't be lazy. And put it in. You can get like for $20 at Walmart a little cheap grill. Throw the logs in there, cook your food up. When you're done, the rest is log fires, having a good time. Even if it's hot out, don't be a pussy about it. Oh, he said pussy. Whatever, get over it. You know what I'm saying? And sweat a little bit if it's hot out, whatever. Enjoy life. You know, that's it. Simple as that. Oh, crap. Papple Smop, Rice Krispies. Um, you know, that's what I've done. People say, oh, this, that, and the other. Worry, worry, worry. You're going to end up dying and worrying. You know, I didn't say you have to live forever or will live forever, but live your life to the fullest as much as you can. The times you can't, I've been there many times where it sucks. And I've learned to get better at ignoring it in many ways, to be quiet, to be this, to be that, and just roll through the punches, you know? So anyways, y'all, this ain't a special video. It ain't 4K and all that crap. You know, I'm going to experiment a lot now because I've already studied, asked, and did stuff at home, on the road, far away. Well, not far away, but far enough, like almost to the top of the state. And watched enough to understand, oh, that sucks, this sucks. You're going to have to make mistakes. If you're going to sit there and be fragile, that's all you'll ever be. You must call your channel fragile. Number 1, 2,000 million, whatever. And you'll have nothing. That's right, man. Life is whatever you make of it. So, you know, you're going to have problems in life. But I'm like, dude, you just got to do it. I'm not saying anything. When I first started, I procrastinated like crazy, and I was like, "Dude, you just got to." And I hate it. I'm gonna tell you some little secret that, oh, you're gonna know about this person. You don't go look him up, and you'll know. Carpetbagger. He's exploited some things, but not everything like I do, as much as possible. I'm gonna straight up tell you, I was out on the road and it sucked. I hated life. I hated everything. I was miserable. I couldn't sleep. I was scared. Sorry. I was confused. I was everything. And that wasn't even that far from home, only about 400 miles away, you know. And I was like, man, this is rough. You know, people have no clue what it's like to make Hollywood movies and stuff until you go and do it and realize it's not as easy as you think. Yes, they make a lot of money, but they have to go through a hell of a lot more than you do on YouTube with a camera. And people say, well, don't you want that money? No, I don't need millions of dollars. I need to be comfortable enough where I can have a little bit for myself, my family, give back, but more importantly, give back to God, because He'll give you more than ever Hollywood would give to you. And that's it. You know? And I was so miserable. You know, I was filming, having fun, but points in between, it sucked to get to the hotel, then to sleep in the hotel, and to drive to these places, not knowing what to expect. I was miserable. You say, what'd you do? Did you do something? Didn't you do this? Didn't you try that? Yeah, I tried it all. I couldn't go to sleep. I ain't gonna sit there and lie to you saying I didn't try to drink something to make me go to sleep, and it didn't work. I was miserable in crappy beds because you cheat. You spend cheap money, you get a cheap bed. I could tell you some, oh Lord, I could tell you some stories about some beds I've been in. I think Yokozuno was at one of them. That damn bed was so messed up in the middle, it like sank to the floor. I was like, why is everywhere else around here great, but in the middle it just went down? I should have videotaped that back then, but I didn't even think about it at the time. I was on a date with my wife, staying in this crappy hotel. I was like, what the hell is this? You know, insane. Not to say a lot of illegal activities going on, you know, around the hotel. I was like, whatever. Man, I tell you what, life is full of so many things. If you just get out there, you don't have to do, say, whatever a lot. It can come to you sometimes. You just got to be careful about it. That's all, you know? And this is why I'm doing finally what I know I could have done before, but I'm glad for me personally, I'm going to say, let me get it on me. For me personally, I realized, dude, it's a good thing you didn't press the issue to go do this, say that, etc. And watch a lot of people mess up videos. And I'm gonna give you the best example. If you don't understand it by then, well, then you're just too slow and I can't help you. Hey, what's up, Rico Reyes? How's it going, man? You know, I miss this dude. And I felt like a lot of people that did like him and didn't like him. All were saying, you need to retire. That person is Adam the Woo. I'm not here trying to make money off of his death. I'm just saying, I miss that guy. I really am going to miss him. It's going to be hard, and I didn't even get to know him. And I had the chance, but I never did. You say, what are you talking about? I could have met up with him, but I thought about it. I don't want that pressure, guilt, whatever you want to call it. Because, oh, and ooh, helped you with your channel. Oh, he would do it. But I'm glad I never did that. And a lot of other people that you may or may not know, I could have went to. A lot of people, even famous people, I could have had help me. But I'm glad for everything in my past, the way it has happened. You, you should agree with that. Well, I don't like this happening. I know sometimes it sucks, but I know exactly pretty much what happened. He was overweight. He was stressed. He ate a lot of crappy food. He knew that. They even Justice Carter admitted that. Said, you know, and he flew around too much, and all that pressure built up in his head from flying. Remember this. Remember this. You fly too much, you drive too much, whatever. It will stress you out. It will drain your energy. It will age you and other things. And for him, all the stuff I just said as a combo, that's what killed him, whether you believe it or not. We all know that, whether you want to admit it or not. That's what happened to Adam the Woo. And it happened to anybody. Of course, you can drink yourself to death and kill yourself in many other ways, but that's what happened to him. And it's sad, but it's a good thing he died the way he did in his peace, and I hope he made peace with God, but yeah. He might have felt the pressure from friends, family, YouTube subscribers, haters, and went out there and he filmed, and it cost him. And it's sad. It really is, because he could still be filming if he wouldn't have pushed himself that much. Went to too many places, up and down, all that pressure. You got to relax. You got to depressurize yourself. Like in the movies, it's not fake, it's real, folks. And that's what happened to him, you know? So, get back on the fire here. So, thank you all for joining. Those that watch it later, those that watch it now and later. I just thought I'd share a little bit of something with you. You learn a little something about the fire. You can do your own version wherever you live, I think, unless it's really illegal. Okay, sorry about that quick interlude, but I'm just going to say Wifey Poo decided to interrupt. And those four that were on here, if you come back ever again, great. If not, oh well. But you can't ignore the wife too much or the wife leaves you. Anyway, so. And wife always likes to interrupt at the wrong time. You're going to learn that one. Damn it. You know? But anyway. So, you know, you can follow whatever you want, believe whatever you want, etc. There's no perfect answer for YouTube or anything in life. All right? So, I decided to do this. And this is something that I needed, my own personal motivation. I thought about it. I was like, dude, you know this. You know enough. Just go live. I know what people are thinking. Maybe some aren't, but I'm not here for the money always. I'm going live just to go live, just for to experiment, see how it looks, etc. That's it. I know the camera's in the wrong position. It's not horizontal, I guess, like everybody likes, but whatever. You missed the point, okay? I am just experimenting. I'm always going to experiment. And I've told y'all this before, and I'm going to keep saying this. Pretty much have said it all the time. I don't care if I suck. I don't care what. I just want to see how it looks in the real world. You say, why don't you go videotape and go home? No, I want to see what you all think, not just what I think. Because if I believe it's great and I upload videos and my numbers don't change and other things, then what's the point? Hello? You know? Okay. You get the point. I hope you do. You know? I remember, like I'm going to say again, I'm going to use certain people to when they spewed out their negativity, I'm going to spew it back. You may not even know this stuff anymore. And if you do, great. If you're that psycho to remember who it was who said along those, oh man, you ain't doing nothing special. He said, it ain't that hard to have a YouTube channel. He went out there and tried it. He said, oh, damn, I'm sorry. You're right. It is hard. Yeah, okay. Whatever. So, this video is not to make money, not to get a lot of views and subscriptions and things like that. I appreciate that, though, of course, always. This is just to see what people think about the video, the quality, the presentation, what I'm doing, whatever. And then I go analyze that myself from comments or not comments. I don't care if people comment or not. How many people watch or not doesn't matter. Subscribe, whatever. I just take it all as a whole. And I look at it and I say, okay, you know, I got 1 subscriber, I got 10 subscribers. What did I do so great to get so many, sometimes in videos and other ones, not so many? I always gain something, one thing from it, subscribers. Somebody shared with somebody and came subscribe. Somebody comments, good or bad. Whatever the case may be. Viewed a long time. That's, you know, all those things I take in consideration. And eventually I'm not going to be able to answer everybody on live chat, comments, etc. No, you don't have to pay a lot of money, but if you really care, you'll find a way to me to get your point across. But make it above average, at least, if not more. Don't come out with stupid stuff. Saying, how big is your penis? Or some stupid nonsense like that. Or you suck, I'm going to trip you when I see you. Or anything like that. You expect me to really respond right away to that? And the only reason why I do it now is because I don't have a lot of subscribers and things yet. Once that happens, dude, I'm not going to have no time for that. I shouldn't have time for that now. So, you know. But yeah. Everybody can turn a negative of one thing into a positive. Maybe not everything and everything in a day and all, but try. I said, you know, it sucks out here. I don't really want to start a fire now. It's cold. I know, you wussy in Florida, whatever. So I said, well, okay. And one thing led to another, and now I'm out here having fun doing this, live streaming, you know, whatever. It is what it is. So, you know, I realize one of my weakest now can be my strongest qualities. Just film it live or pre-record or both. Go back and see whatever you need to and want to see, and then you move forward. That you may never have that type of video again, that place, whatever, but at least now you'll know. You know what I'm saying? Or not. So that's why I decided to, you know what, I'll go live, see if people like this, see if I like this, see what I can think of stuff that maybe not even related to for this video. Partially, fully related, whatever. I know this is a long, drawn out rambling video. What video is it? I have had videos in the past where I do more, well, about 50% of where I'm at, like Lion Country Safari, for example, and the other 50% me rambling, but rambling's sometimes good, even if it's live or pre-recorded, because then you can go back and say, you know, that wasn't a video you should have rambled a lot in, or that type, or I got a lot of good stuff that I would never thought about if I didn't ramble in the video live pre-recorded that I now can use for another video like that or a totally different video or whatever. You know? Okay. You sure got it? This is the power of YouTube for you more than they want. You have to use your brain. They don't want you to do that. They want you to be a slave, a sucker. I should say that totally. Well, within reason they want you to be a sucker. You know? And I'm like, dude, why you gotta be a sucker? We're in the greatest country ever. And it ain't gonna be no better than USA if there's an after USA. There was none before. Why do you think everybody wants to go? Nobody wanted to go to any other country that much ever. I can promise you, I will do whatever it takes to prove to you. Nobody wanted to go to Europe that much or anywhere else. They wanted USA. They do now and they always will. For a lot of reasons. So, you know what? Another reason why I'm doing this video, I just thought about it, is a good reason to do. If you don't have content, you don't have money, whatever, film stuff. Sometimes the better videos are exciting for yourself, or whatever the case may be, because it is YouTube, your channel, is just to film stuff just because you can, to get a kick out of it, even if nobody else really gets much kick out of it at all. You know, or they do. You know, and you just go and you film. And that's it. Like you play a video game. You know, like an old video game. You're like, I just play this old video game, whatever. You know? Same thing. You just sit there and you try to make the most out of life. I try that. It's hard sometimes, folks. I can tell you, I'm angry, I'm frustrated, I'm sad, I'm cry, whatever. But I'm like, why hide everything? You know, just tell people what's going on as much as you can. Not want to, can. That's it. Du liebst mich nicht, lieb dich nicht. Ich tu dir weh. Tut mir nichts leid. Das tut dir gut. Und wir schrei. You know what's funny is this campfire probably is going to suck the most for people that are in some area in the world that's really hot still right now. Like, I don't want to see that video. It's hot out, you stupid son of a... And I'm like, yeah, whatever. This video can inspire many things. You know, it reminds me of, oh, well, who was it? Um, oh, the dude was doing electric test. I forgot his name, man. I'm so brain fried anymore nowadays. And he learned about direct current when he's putting wires together. Experiment on the other end, the wires went beep beep beep, and it's like, oh, what's that? And kept going with it, and that's how you got DC. Damn, I should know this one. It's been so long. But anyway, I want to videotape my life within reason that's inside of it. Not just, well, I'm going to go videotape me and where I'm at, and that's it. And not tell you about or fill you in on anything else about anything other than I'm here and filming.
Low battery, charge your phone.
Uh-oh, low battery. How dare it? Anyways, I want this to be a channel of as much as I can with everything. I am not, can't be everybody, can't be everywhere. I'm not every type of person, place, or thing. But, I want to share, what's going on in my life from time to time. Whether I talk about it, show about it, or both. So you understand. Okay? I just want to share things with everybody. This is my channel. This is me. If you totally hate me, great. If you totally like me, great. Or somewhere in between, great. Or you go back and forth, that's great. Or you're not interested to even engage about my channel at all, whether you tune into it or not, etc. That's fine. You know? I understand. But I'm going to be like God is. I'm the only way. You say, you're not the only way for anything. No, no. God's the only way. So I'm going to be the only way. I'm going to be like, I respect your thoughts, your opinions, your wants, desires, whatever. And you can disrespect me and you can be mean and everything within reason. But not if you're going to kill me, take all my money, really extreme stuff, then there's nothing to talk about. But anything below the extreme stuff, I'm willing to work with you. Well, my wife left me. That's why I told you suck and your channel's useless to me. All right, I'm sorry about that. Let me try to help you out. Oh, you can't do that? Yes, you can. You say, what about your wife? You going to leave your wife for that? No, I'm not leaving my wife. But if I can find a good medium, most of the time you can, I'm going to go help that person out. That's the Christian way. Period. Whether you like to hear that or not. That's going to be me moving forward as much as I can do. All right? So, anyway, let's get back on the fire. Come on, baby, light that fire. It's time to set the night on fire. Anyways, I love y'all. This kind of also reminds me of like you're here virtually, but you're not here. Whether you can be, can't be, want to be, don't want to be, whatever. So, boy, I really could use a 3-foot. I just thought of something now. I do need it in some cases, depending on circumstances. I need a 3 to 6 foot. I need a tripod that can go 3 to 6 foot for camera, cell phone, etc. So I'm gonna work on that. Like I bought that one piece I showed y'all that probably nobody even remembers anymore or knows or cares about. Definitely helps me to monkey grip it around things a lot better than other stuff, and still be able to use it like a tripod, you know, and even a mechanical gimbal with my hand. Whatever works for you. You got to figure that out. All right, everybody, thank you for tuning in. I'm going to go ahead and let this fire burn out on its own. I'm going to go till my battery on the cell phone dies. I have a battery pack, but it's dead right now. It reminds me I got to plug that thing in. And I could have run out if I was going to be ridiculous about it. Extension cord and wall charger and all that, but yeah, come on. All right. Don't get crazy. So, I'm just sharing something simple, to say the least, give you ideas about the channel, my life, whatever. Hope you enjoyed something different. Or not different, but in a different way, at least maybe, or whatever. I don't know. I can explain it all night long. And some people you never make happy. So, let's see how much power I got left here. Oh, I got 12%. It's time to go charge this sucker. All right, y'all. I'm going to end this here in about a minute or two. Unless I see something amazing happen. It blows up. On my redneck. I should title this one. I should have titled this one. I can still change, I think. Redneck campfire real effect. I don't know. Whatever. Name whatever you want. All right, y'all. 2 more minutes and I'm out. Something like that. Love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. You know what I love more is the haters, because they'll tell you more of the truth, exploit you and other things, and that is what helps your channel sometimes. I say more than not. It's not all the time, but a lot of times the negativity is needed in life. It's how you can get somewhere. Because without negativity, your life would be perfect, wouldn't it? Oh, yeah. Well, this ain't perfect. This is Earth. Perfect is up there in the stars, okay? Up there in the sky in heaven. And down here on Earth. Oh, yes, we're down here on Earth. What a place, huh? All right, I'm going to let that burn out, come back a little later, put some water on it, leave it open so that it doesn't get hotter in there if anything does. And if it does anything, it's going to just go up and out into the ground, which is cold, not wet, but I'll put a little water on it. I think should help as well. And that's it. We're at the 47 mark here, so I think that's good enough for a nice little live stream of whatever. In fact, I'm going to call it right here unless somebody types, "No, don't go, Mr. Venture," in the next 30 seconds. Or it's going to be like that flame that went out. Okay, that's enough. That's a sign. The flame went out. The stream needs to go out. See you on the next one. Shorts, etc. Love y'all. Good night.